It started with Green River Correctional Complex.
Honestly, it's torture.
Then there was the Correctional Institution for Women.
Please help us help my daughter.
And now this one.
It's very frustrating.
The Kentucky State Reformatory, or KSR, has become the state prison with the latest COVID-19 outbreak and the most deadly.
These are people.
With 5 deaths and more than 200 inmates and staff testing positive for the virus. Michelle Bryant thinks they're lowball numbers. In June, she lost her close family friend, Michael Peak.
He went from being a very healthy, strong guy to within a few days, he was in a wheelchair.
But she says he was never tested for COVID-19.
I just have a hard time believing that he isn't a part of the number and isn't possibly the first inmate to get it at KSR.
Her other friend, inmate Robert Carter,
he's like a brother to me,
has tested positive.
He said it's really hard to see guys getting carried out of here and not knowing if they're going to come back.
It's going to possibly kill several men.
Says Phoenix Shepard, whose husband is an inmate at the first state prison to have an outbreak. She says those here are even more at risk.
There's a lot of guys who go to dialysis. There's a lot of cancer patients there.
KSR houses people who have medical and mental health issues. Almost half the population is 51 or older. So far in the state, nearly all coronavirus deaths have affected that age group. Are you concerned?
Absolutely.
Teresa Gamsky is a director at the Oldham County Health Department, just minutes away from KSR. She says the virus is coming from the community.
It's usually the employees and staff coming in, which is the way this virus is operating.
What more can be done?
You have to ensure that your staff coming in are going through those safety checks, the hand washing, the wearing of the mask.
Earlier this week, state official J. Michael Brown outlined plans to contain the virus, which includes possibly grouping people into different housing units based on their test results, a strategy he says worked at Green River. Inmates are also being screened for early release to allow for more social distancing.
That's what we needed to do, and we needed to do it decades ago. The jails and prisons are filthy. They're overcrowded.
Shepard says there's no time to wait.
And I just feel like Department of Corrections and the governor's office has to do more quickly or more guys will die.
We found about 3% of the total COVID-19 cases in Kentucky come from state prisons, but many argue we won't know the full extent of the problem until there's more widespread testing. A spokesperson with the Department of Corrections says mass testing has not been needed at all facilities. For Focus, I'm Paula Vassan.